Peru News Today, all you need to know about Peru.
Pedro Chávarry, suspension of tuition disqualifies him as attorney of the nation. Different positions have been raised about the permanence of Pedro Chávarry as head of the public ministry before the suspension of his tuition for 4 months, as a precautionary measure of the Ethics Council of the Lima Bar Association, CAL. Through his Twitter account, the questioned prosecutor of the nation described as illegal this suspension because has violated the due process and the principle of reservation, adding that there is still a challenge against the president of the Ethics Council, Walter Ayala. The president of the Ethics Council, Walter Ayala Gonzalez, the decision was adopted for alleged unethical faults that violate 6 articles of the Code of Ethics of the Lawyer. This measure would affect his position as prosecutor of the nation, since every official needs the title of a lawyer to practice the function, said Ayala Gonzalez in dialogue with RPP News. Insufficient legal basis. The former CAL and former senior prosecutor of Lima, Pedro Arana, considered that the precautionary measure does not have sufficient legal basis because it is not in the statute of the Bar Association. Arana adds that if Pedro Chávarry files an appeal, necessarily he must be elevated to the honor tribunal, which is the final instance and will make the final decision. Considers that Chávarry must depart from the office of prosecutor of the nation. However, the precautionary measure of the Ethics Council is not clear, and the resolutions have to be within the law. Double instance. The criminal lawyer Mario Amoretti, member of the Court of Honor of the CAL, said that any measure that is issued at the jurisdictional or administrative level must have a double instance to be able to be executed. He added that the precautionary measure of the CAL has surprised him because Walter Ayala, president of the Ethics Council, has pending a recusal appeal filed by the prosecutor Pedro Chávarry. According to the Constitution, any resolution that is dictated at the jurisdictional or administrative level must have a double instance to be able to be executed. In this case, only when the Court of Honor resolves it, we can only talk about how this resolution can be implemented, he said. Immediate execution. The lawyer of the Institute of Legal Defense and investigator on the justice system, Cruz Silva del Carpio, said that the decision adopted is immediate execution and that an appeal does not suspend its effects. Silva says that due to the requirement of the fiscal career law, in which he points out that to stay is necessary to be skillful in the professional practice, he is already disqualified. He cannot practice as a prosecutor, and all the acts that he is going to carry out as a prosecutor, based on notification of the reasons why this precautionary measure is being declared, are null and void, he said.
Visit at www.perunewstoday.com. Also follow on Facebook and Twitter.